What's up everybody? This is Penn. Hey, welcome back to the channel. So I still plan on doing TV content for this channel and we're going to bring it back for this video. If you haven't seen my last video, I did a live stream of Saints Row on the PS5, just testing out, just a slightly different setup. Give that a watch when you can. Okay, so I've done various content on this television. Beautiful television, and it is very nice owning two of these in the home theater. Now, this is going to be going over my recommended anime settings on the LG C2 OLED. All right, so this should be a fairly quick video. I'm just going to get into the content. I'm using the Apple TV 4K, and I'm using the Infuse app. Very nice, very lovely. And I'm just going to get into a show that I'm currently watching, The Comic of Kill. This is the Blu-ray version, on my cloud setup. And I'm just going to have like a still frame, not going to play anything. And I'm going to get into the SDR settings for this show, because the norm for majority of anime is SDR and not HDR. All right. So I will be right back. All right, I found still. So you're going to open up the settings. Going to go all the way down to all settings. It's just going to be the easiest to follow. I am in ISF Expert Dark Space Night. Notice that I have a dark environment. I watch my OLED in a dark environment. That's what I prefer. I do use it, of course, during the daytime with the lights on as well. But in this specific video, I will be using the ISF Expert Dark Space Night. Aspect ratio, original, just scan on, just so there's not any weird cropping. Everything is showing native as it's supposed to display. Advanced settings, going to be going over brightness, color, and clarity. And afterwards, we're going to be applying to all inputs, and we're going to be starting with brightness first. OLED pixel brightness. I have this down at 25. This is probably the lowest you've seen the OLED light be, the pixel brightness on my channel. And the reason for that is because SDR content in general, even though this is an anime that I'm showing this example, once you're in like a pitch black room, or if you have like a light controlled space or a dark environment similar to mine, you really don't need to push this up. 25, I don't know what it will equal in terms of total nits, but it's going to be within that range to where 25 would be acceptable and reasonable as long as you have your lights controlled. Contrast 85, black level 50, auto dynamic contrast off, peak brightness off, gamma BT 1886, video range auto, motion eye care off, go back into color. For SDR, we're giving the color a little bit of a boost, just a little bit. Default is 50, set the color depth to 53. That's not oversaturation, that's just bumping it up a bit, just so you can get that extra color in your picture. Color gamut, auto detect. You want to leave this here because if you put it at native, as you can see on video, there's a slight difference, but it pushes the colors more than they need to be. I mean, this isn't HDR or Dolby Vision. I find for SDR it just isn't needed because this actually will oversaturate the colors and make them look a little bit less naturalistic. But it's your personal preference. Leave it at auto detect. Keep that color at 53 to pop it a little bit more. It'll be good. Fine tune, have this all off. And white balance. Warm 50 is the most naturalistic color temperature when we're talking about the LG OLEDs, in my personal opinion. I'm used to warm 50. I've been using it for many weeks, many months. I recommend warm 50. Clarity. Now, for me, I'm doing this video on my 42-inch screen. So some of you may have 55, 65, and upwards. Depending on how far you sit away, you want to keep the sharpness, or you want to adjust it accordingly. I have it at 10 because this is a 42-inch screen. I'm at my desk at the moment, and I'm sitting about roughly 4.5 to 5 feet away, give or take. Yeah, give or take, like a range. So 10 sharpness is fine for me. All this is off. Low gradation, low. Smooth out that image a bit. Real cinema is on. And for my true motion, I have cinematic movement. What this is going to do is that anime is often filmed at 24 or 30 frames per second. That is considered low frame rate content, especially in the day and age of these new panels, especially from OLED, where they're able to reach up to 120 hertz. So what the cinematic movement is going to do is that it's not going to introduce any type of soap opera effect. What it's going to do is that, it turned to my screensaver. No problem. Let's get that off like that. My apologies. What the cinematic movement is going to do is that it's going to clean it up just tiny bits in increments so that you don't get that effect as if it's fully off. It's not going to be like natural or smooth movement. It's going to be at the lowest tier, and it's almost going to be unrecognizable. But when you pay attention to those slow panning shots, or when it moves the camera on low frame rate content, it will clean up the mess that you can see when you're watching movies. Judder, the judder effect. So you can apply that setting and play with it and see how you like it. All right. And after that, you're going to apply to all inputs. Make sure you hit yes. And that is it. That is the ISF Expert Dark Space Night. And I find this, this is more than bright enough. At the desk, this is more than bright enough. Heck, I can lower it to 15 and it'll probably be acceptable. The key here is that for SDR, anime, or just in general, you really don't need to blast that OLED light or that brightness as long as you have a light controlled setup. That is key. I have blackout curtains. I control the lighting on my desk to a significant degree. And I don't have any issues. Your setup may be different. So you have to adjust based on your setup and your lighting. This is a dark environment, so I'm good. So if you have any questions, let me know down in the comment section. You are free to email me if you want to suggest anything, or if you're interested in purchasing the OLED displays. I own 2 of them. This technology is tried and true, and I can fully vouch for them. And I have not experienced no burn-in on either my 65-inch, which has near 2,000 hours, and this 42-inch C2, which has a little bit over 1,000 hours. No burn-in. So if you are interested in this technology, just let me know what's your thoughts down below. And until next time, peace out. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.